What's up? How you doing?
What's going on?
Nothing. I've got kind of a controversial topic to talk about today that is going to anger some and maybe anger a lot. I really don't know, but it shouldn't because, well, I'm going to not only show but prove my point, going through several different things that we're going to discuss. So what we're going to talk about tonight, DeWalt impact drivers. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with them. Lately, it's a little more hate than love. That's just the truth.
Yeah.
You, on the other hand, you slobber the knob of DeWalt every chance you get.
The
So we should have a nice
1.7 power
little.
stack. Yeah. You get a better battery.
Hola, Budsville. Yeah, you like their battery. You keep talking about their battery. I'm happy that you found a battery platform that you like.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what it boils down to.
What's up, Gear Spin? Jamie True, John Spitzley, Paul W, Budsville, Sergey, Joshua Wilson, Cody Brown. There's somebody else up there that was already Stephen B, NYC Superman. There was a bunch of people that were already complaining before we even started. Harold Young, how you doing? G Dubs was here. The thing I don't understand is how can you complain about something you haven't seen yet? The only explanation would be that you know there's an issue.
Yeah.
You can't admit that there's an issue. Zoofster, how you doing? Cody, Big Red Farmer. I did check out your channel the other day, Big Red. Keep up the good work over there. Bone CK, how you doing? So, Bone CK is a member. Thank you. Hit the local like button. Yes. And I will tell you this, if you are a fanboy and you get offended by what we say here tonight or what I say tonight, go to the Den of Tools and tell the bear that I sent you and don't come back.
That's funny.
So I am all about proving. If I say it, I prove it. Budsville, woo!
Right.
Hold the mustard. I bought the 887 because it had a built-in heater. That's pretty funny right there. What's up, guys? I stopped using DeWalt after years of using it. 100% never get a DeWalt impact again. Michael Ingalls, Hotmail. I did get your email. I'll be sending out all the prize gifts or prize winner stuff this coming week. I have not been feeling well, which is kind of consistent with me lately, but I will get it out. So, what is your experience with the DeWalt impact driver, sir?
Well, when I started this channel, it's been 3 years now. 2 years? What is it? 2 years, right? 3.
3 years.
3 years. I was a DeWalt hater. All about Milwaukee. Had a couple of Makitas. The hybrid was pretty interesting, but yeah, big DeWalt hater. Didn't recommend them. Power stack stuff came along. Started trying out the ergonomics, and it's great. It's if you like Makita, there's no reason you won't like a DeWalt. But they are still underpowered. They just got the smallest battery right now, so we jumped on it. That's pretty much it.
All right. Now, I've kind of used over the last 30 years, I've used every brand, every single one. Right now, I have over 50 different battery platforms. That's kind of a lot.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. There are very few brands that I'm like this one tool you shouldn't buy.
Right.
I can normally find a redeeming quality in all of them, or almost all of them, as long as it doesn't say Makita on it. And if you don't know, I hate Makita. I'm upfront about it. If you don't like what I say about Makita, Hypertough still the best. But when it comes to DeWalt impact drivers, I've consistently said this over the last 3 years. They do not make a good impact driver, or at least a great impact driver. They reach for mediocrity when it comes to impact drivers. And I'm going to
Right.
prove the point tonight. I have film that I've recorded, some of which you guys may have seen, some of which is going to be new to you. And when I'm doing it, instead of having the audio play, he and I are going to react live, and we encourage you guys to react with us as we go through it. Now we're 6 minutes in, so I'm going to bring up the first one now.
All right.
And it's one I released today. And this one is kind of special to me in that, oh, actually, hold on one second. I have to bring it up first. But fortunately, I have them labeled. So that we should be able to hear it. Nope, it's not going to let me hear it because I'm using the speakers from my computer.
Oh, yeah.
So sorry, guys. I want to, if I can, I want to share it with you guys. But on this particular one, we're not going to be able to do that.
Happens.
Yeah, it's life.
Mina 43. It's alive, man. You stick around for the authenticity of it all. There's no jump cuts.
Nope.
You get what you get, and there's no taking it back. That's
So here we
are.
All right, never mind. I'll wait for you to finish.
I was done. Go ahead.
All right. So you can see I have 4 the 20 volt DeWalt impact drivers that they currently have on market. Okay. The 887 is the only one that is over 4 years old. So that means 3 of them are under 4. The other 3 are actually all under 2 years old. DeWalt has introduced 6 different impact drivers in the last 4 years, and they plan on introducing a 7th. So here I am. I got them all lined up, and I'm talking about them. I grabbed the 887 first. That's that one. Well-known issue with the 887 is it gets very hot. VCG's done lives where the 887 is actually burnt to the ground. I have burnt it to the ground. The 850 is very compact, but when you put a bigger battery on there, it doesn't make sense because you can't fit it into tight spaces with that. You can't do any corner work with it. It's also underpowered and underperforming. Although I do like the 3 speeds, and I really like, what's up, William Brody? I really like the feel of all of the DeWalt impact drivers.
What's up, Bill?
No, I do not like the prune. But those were some of the examples of the things that I had bought over the last year. In that video, I just went over 4 of them. Like quick, fast, and in a hurry. 4 different impact drivers and talked about issues with all 4 of them. Right? That's it. You can't pick another brand. And as much as I dog Makita for being underpowered, overpriced, and underperforming, they're consistent.
Yeah.
DeWalt, every time they come out with a new one, they're like, this is the biggest, the best. This is going to compete with, like the 845 was supposed to be better than the Gen 3. Milwaukee. It can't even compete with the rigid, like the 3-mode rigid.
Yeah. For large
And
fasteners, yeah.
yeah, I've shown it. Like,
Yeah.
but again, impact drivers for the stuff that I do, you're not supposed to use an impact driver.
Right.
I admit it. I use it to show the separation in difference of power and performance between the tools.
Right.
It's the easiest way to show that. So when you're using the small fasteners, 2-3 inch screws, who cares? They're all going to get the job done. But dudes don't just use them for 2 and 3 inch screws. They're out there using them for bigger things. They think that the impact driver does everything. So showing that sort of thing with those larger fasteners is showing exactly what you can expect in the field. Seeing dudes do in the field.
Yeah, I can see that.
I like the
Yeah.
Hercules impact driver.
DeWalt bits are way better than almost anything.
Yeah, if the DeWalt can't do it in another impact, I actually have a video of the DeWalt DCF 845 going against a compact Milwaukee. Now, every part of you should scream that DeWalt should easily defeat a compact Milwaukee, because the compact Milwaukee not made for power. Would you agree?
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Let's see. Let's see how it does.
All right.
What do you anybody's got money on this one? I'm just gonna say this. Place your bets. Peter Dragon, how you doing? I bet DeWalt thinks if you're using impact drivers for its intended purpose, most people won't be able to tell the difference. That might be true, but dudes out in the field aren't using them for their intended purposes. Most of the guys out in the field don't even know what an impact driver is for.
Yeah.
So you see it there. Now, I do have the forged battery on the compact Milwaukee.
All right.
It does look like the Gen 3, but it's nowhere near the power. Shaka Gillis, thank you very much for those 10 free memberships that you just gave to people.
Very nice.
So let's start this out. Look, 845 on speed 3, fully charged, 5 amp hour power stack battery. That power stack is the equivalent of a 10 amp hour battery. There's the forge. I admit the forge is more powerful. It's bigger. It's a higher amp, equivalent to a 12 amp hour battery. But honestly, in an impact driver, anything over 3 is kind of silly. But again, for comparison, this is their best battery versus Milwaukee's best battery. DeWalt's best impact driver against the lowest end Milwaukee. Watch that DeWalt.
Dang.
I mean, you can just tell if you look here. I'm going to back it up for a second. If you look, just watch the hammering action on that Milwaukee as it's going down, the impacting, how much force is going into it versus the DeWalt. So the best way to do that is you're going to watch the collet area on both. Now you can see the dynamic difference in those two. At least I can, because I got a bigger screen.
What is that white that's surrounding that bit? Is that like the dust because it's not spinning?
Smoke. It was smoke from the 845.
It didn't look like it was slipping though. Like it wasn't.
It was
out.
not slipping. It
Right.
was not slipping. So, and I'll back it up just because you said something. We'll let the people see.
Yeah, it just couldn't move.
So you could see that is actually the grease that's inside is starting to heat up in the DeWalt, and the DeWalt just flat out cut out. That's the 845, the most powerful DeWalt impact driver.
I
This
don't
is one of
believe
my
that.
issues. This is one of my issues. Oh, I've done it. This is one of my issues with it. It's inconsistent and unreliable. And as much as I love the DeWalt brand, and I think it's honestly, if it wasn't for Rigid, probably be my favorite brand. It's just these impact drivers are just so unbelievably unreliable that it makes it difficult for me to do it, to recommend it. Here I reset it, and now look at the 845 go. This is what I mean by inconsistent.
Yeah.
It makes it hard for me to go, hey, let me recommend this or tell you that this is a great product. I wouldn't use it for screws that I wouldn't either. But
Dang.
again, this is stuff that I get told in my comments section every day, every single day. 20 and 30-year professionals are using their impact driver for, which I think is ridiculous. But that is what happened. But you could see when I reset it and put it back in, 845 went through it like no one's business.
Yeah.
Could possibly be the wood. It's the same wood. It was actually in the same area, the retest. It's just that the 845 was wildly inconsistent with that.
Yeah, that's interesting because that is the XR, so it should have not even been close.
Well, the fact that it's an XR,
yeah,
and the lowest end Milwaukee brushless, the compact, is able to keep up with it for that long. Yo, well, fuckface, how you doing? I bet it cut out the tip off of the screw of the DeWalt. Yeah, that's funny. I'm gonna get someone started. I bet you are. So what is this? You're basically, John, if you believe that Milwaukee doesn't pay anybody for testing on their channel. The fact that so many different tool channels have all shown Milwaukee outperforming DeWalt. It can't be a simple conspiracy theory that everyone gets paid to make DeWalt look bad. Maybe DeWalt just makes themselves look bad by making and creating an inferior product. Do you ever consider that? Or is it just all rigged? It's all somebody gets paid. Because I've not gotten a dime from Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And in case you're wondering, Milwaukee, Rigid, and DeWalt have all sent me tools. I didn't say nice shit about any of them just because I had to. I tell them all, hey, if you think I'm going to say some nice shit on a bad tool, you're going to get fucked. I'll cut it open.
I think really the 850 is the most consistent, though. The 840, I've broken an 840. You're broken an 840.
Yeah.
845 is pretty much the same everything except for speed selections. I think the 850 is the most consistent.
You for the screws that I am using here in these tests, for the screws that I use in these tests, you don't use an impact anything.
Right.
You use a drill. And I'm just responding to this one. Big Red Farmer said you'd use an impact wrench to send a lag that. No, you would use a drill. You would drill a pilot hole that is one size smaller than the fastener, and then you would send it with a drill. That way you're only carrying one tool on your belt, and the one tool that is the only tool that can do it all.
Yeah, but if you had to pick a driver or a wrench, it would be a wrench.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If I could only pick between those two. Yes. But Rigid sent you a saw recently. It's the same company. Yes. I admit it. Rigid, Milwaukee, DeWalt. All three have sent me tools.
Yeah.
Guess how much money they gave me? I am still at $0.00.
Was that too loud?
Too loud. Yeah, you missed it. I've had more Makitas burn up. Makita is my least favorite brand. I will not use a Makita. If somebody held a home protective device to my head and said, use this Makita for a day, I'd say pull the trigger. I am not going to use it. I can't stand them, not even in the least. I'd rather use Hyper Tough. What's up, Backwoods?
What's going on?
Great to have you here. Amshak, how you doing? Fuzzy Peach.
Fuzzy Peach.
If you want reviews with integrity, check Fuzzy Peach. Integrity and VCG. You might want to look up the word integrity in the dictionary because you're exposing your incompetence.
I'm pretty sure he's joking, right?
I hope so.
Okay.
Let's go to number 3. What do you say?
Yeah.
This one is interesting as well because this is one, again, that the people asked me to do. Oh, shoot. I got to bring it up. Same as always. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Boom. Share. Center stage right there. This out of the way. It's the 845, the 887. Both with a power stack battery, both fully charged. That's an 8-inch Spax half-inch screw. Both on number 3. Oh, this is going to be good here. Thanks. Now, again, 887. This is the one that guys told me you have to use it. This is the most powerful DeWalt. Just like they said with the 850, just like they said with the 845. The 845 is in the left hand. That is on the right side of your screen. You will literally see me stop this and say they both suck equally. No favorite in that, but you could see the 845 is better than the 887 just in there. Whiskey Alpha Bravo. What's up, my man? How's Alaska treating you? What do you think about that one? The 845 outdoing the 887.
It's not seem to be working right now.
What's that?
I don't know.
If I had to pick between the DeWalt half-inch drill or the Milwaukee drill,
hang on.
If I'm doing small things and I need speed, I'm gonna go DeWalt all day.
I don't know.
Like all day, every day. The 999 is one of my favorite hammer drills. I absolutely love it.
Does that work now?
Yeah, you're
working. I can't hear you.
Oh, good. What do I think of the Flex Impact that sounded like garbage? Oh, the anvil broke in that Flex Impact driver the other day. Doing these same tests that people tell me the Impact drivers were designed for, even though I have over the last year shown repeatedly Impact drivers not designed for this. They're not designed for these big tasks. I do it, one, because I got money and time. If a driver breaks on me, I just go buy another one. It's the way life works for me. What's up, Lee?
I don't know, man. I can't hear you at all. I'll be back.
Okay. Turn on the closed captioning. 8/8. Yeah, I've got to open up that Flex. What's up, Curtis? I got to open up that Flex and really find out, but I think it's because I broke the Impact driver, the anvil in it. I haven't opened it up yet to look. There's been other things going on in my life, but I'll open it up as soon as I can and show everybody as I excoriate everyone for using a tool that's not designed for bigger tasks, just so we know. I love the DeWalt Power Stack batteries. Some of the best batteries on the market. That 1.7 is probably my favorite battery on the market. I think it's great. This guy's back. I wonder if he can hear us.
I can hear you.
Let's try some lag screws with duct tape and a Makita circular saw. No thanks. That's a Cooch thing. he
Super
he
didn't
loves
grab
doing
that
stuff like
faster.
number 4. We have 6 of these, by the way. I think 5 or 6.
Yeah.
So here we go. This is the 845, and that's going to be the Milwaukee Gen 4. And this is just to show you a difference in kind of the strength. Now that the 845 still has the power stack battery. That is still the best bang for your buck on the batteries, is that 5 amp hour as far as the bigger batteries go.
All right.
And then a standard 5 amp hour XC battery on the Milwaukee.
18650s.
What's that?
With
Yeah.
18650s. Yeah.
Yeah, 18650 against lithium pouch cell. We don't ever drill pilot holes. So we could stop with the pilot hole nonsense and never call it pre-drilled, because you're automatically telling me you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But you can see the 845 just fails to finish it.
I've never had good luck with 845.
Me either. It's wildly inconsistent. But it's going to lead us into the next one. And I'm just going to, we're not going to preface this one.
All right.
I'm just going to tell you that this is what happens. This is the exact same lag, the exact same positioning. Everything is the same. You can see I'm holding the 845. I'm saying this is the 845. It failed to drive this. Yeah, look at their 15 amp hour. I take the Milwaukee. What the heck? Hold on.
Where'd it go?
It stopped sharing. So hold on. I think when I moved the share screen button, it kind of left us. So I'm going to move it over here again. All right. Sorry about that whole setup. That's my fault. So 845, and let me just re-drilled. 5 amp hour XC battery, the exact same lag. 845 failed. The 2953 didn't fail. And it literally, I'm just like, all right, just hanging out.
Yeah.
And I may have flipped off the camera and said, kiss it or something. Tell DeWalt to make a better impact driver. I may have been frustrated at that point, having used that 845, having had it fail. Now, mind you, if you guys go back and look, that's the third time that we have seen the 845 fail.
Well, more than that, I mean, I've got where I pulled the trigger and nothing happened on camera.
Oh, I'm just talking about in these videos that we've shared tonight.
Yeah, just tonight.
3, we've shown 5.
Yeah.
1, no testing at all. The other one didn't have the 845 in it.
Buds.
For smaller decks, any impact driver, you can use just about any impact driver for 2 and 3 inch fasteners. That's what they're designed for. Impact drivers are designed for small fasteners where cam out is a possibility. They are made for self-tappers, over tightened nuts and bolts. That's it. Once you get past maybe 4 inches, it's time to start looking at a drill or another tool. And for me, it's going to be drill.
Yeah.
Again, shown it repeatedly. Drill can more than handle this stuff. And if you guys notice, the number 2 Phillips screw is the one area where, as far as fasteners go, the impact driver has an advantage.
Yeah. No, Robert, I didn't catch one on fire. Sadly, I've yet to catch a tool on. Well, I caught
He is a
the
flamer, though.
I caught the OMT half inch, or not half inch, 12-volt OMT from Milwaukee on fire in my hand.
We have one more video, and then I want to hear from you guys in the audience. We'll be talking to you guys direct as soon as we get this done. We have one more video. And this one is drill impact theory. I've shown it how many times? No, the thing is, and I'm just going to highlight this. Paul says, I agree with you on many things, but I disagree with you about your drill impact driver theory. There's nothing wrong with either. Well, there is nothing wrong with either. It's how you use them. Again, once you get above a 4-inch fastener, the impact driver is not the tool to use. See, what happens is each one of those impacts, that's metal hitting on metal, that happens thousands of times a minute. That produces heat. That heat transfers in 2 different directions. It transfers through your bit, which weakens your bit, and it can go into your fastener if the fastener is long enough. Then the other way is it goes back into the motor. The way DeWalt has positioned their fans is behind the motor. So they're trying to, how shall I say, suck out the hot air.
Right.
Having it come through the motor. Well, the problem with that is it's going to go into the coils. It's going to start heating up the coils, especially if it gets hot enough. On a small fastener, you don't have to worry about it. Impact driver is great.
Right.
When you get into those larger fasteners, that heat is going to ruin your tool. Did you just... You can hear me, right?
I can hear you.
Okay. I just had my volume turned off for some reason, and it doesn't make any sense as to why.
Yeah, my stuff just stopped working earlier.
Okay. I don't know. What's up, Shaka Gillis? So one more. We got one more. Let's take a look at this. I promise.
To address one comment before you get started.
What?
What is your opinion? What is the best DeWalt impact right now?
I wish I could tell you what is the best DeWalt impact driver.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, I don't think they make a good impact driver.
I think you're right. Unfortunately,
I don't care if it's 12 volts or 20. The 887, the 840, the 845, the 787, the what's the other one? The other 20 volt, whatever it is whatever it's called.
Exactly what you're saying about
volts,
the fan.
they all have the same problem.
Exactly
all
what
of
you're saying about the fan.
Are horribly inconsistent.
The 840 is fantastic so long as you don't heat it up. So if you're not doing these tool testings, you're not going to break your DeWalt. They hit that point of no return when you're doing these tool testings. I broke it on a 1/2 inch fastener.
For some reason, I've got a freaking thing up there that says my volume is going down.
Well, we can hear
good. You guys can't see it.
There's the 850. So I think the 840.
So here's the 850.
Really good.
Speed 3, 5 amp hour power stack battery. The bit wobble is terrible in some of the DeWalts.
Yeah.
Thank you, Too Loud. I appreciate you letting me know. Milwaukee, again, 5 amp hour regular XC battery. No big deal here. I'd rather be single Deserted island. And one takes you. Oh no, death again. 850. 850 failing to keep up with the Milwaukee fuel, and immediately go right over and finish off that lag with there's my finger, letting all the fanboys know what I think of them. And you can see that the Milwaukee just didn't care.
Right.
It absolutely just crushed it. It just didn't care.
Yeah, I think, man, once that DeWalt hits that point of no return,
The 850 for sure is slipping on that fastener though. You can hear me, sir?
recount. I can hear you.
You
I can hear you.
are not speaking. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
Maybe it's me.
I think it's
Hold
you.
on.
It should be you.
Sorry, I had to close out of some things. You can hear both of us. I just can't hear him.
I can turn this up more. Is that better?
Some stuff right there.
Is that better?
Say something.
You can hear us both. I think it's your volume.
I can't hear him at all.
Oh, you better. I don't know what you're gonna do. I've turned my monitor up so I can hear myself speak, so I know it's coming through.
My speakers aren't working.
Right. Mine stopped.
This is the life
earlier.
of stuntman right here.
They can hear us both. We're good.
So I apologize to you. I can't hear him. You guys can hear him. So, Cooch, what we're going to have to do is you're going to have to tell me what you're saying in the comments, like the private chat.
Right on.
It is what it is.
Okay.
Anyway, I think we've shown effectively tonight that the DeWalt impact drivers are just, for lack of a better word, substandard when it comes to professional grade impact drivers. What's up, Go Tools? Good night, everyone from Trinidad and Tobago. Turn on captioning. I might have to, but I'm going to fix this issue quick, fast, and in a hurry. Now here's how we do it. We go into System, Sound. For some reason,
Fix it.
it is automatically turning my speakers off.
Usually that happens when you got a short.
I got you.
Okay,
no, it was my computer had switched to my microphone by itself. It switched my microphone over.
Okay, I'm echoing on your side now.
Good.
No, I'm not. We're good.
All right, you're just going to have to deal with it. Sorry.
No, we're good.
The DeWalt looked like the NiCad. It was bad. As the DeWalt impact drivers are just horrible. So now that we got the audio issues figured out, and thank you guys for your patience. I appreciate you. What do you guys, what's up, Rodney? What are you guys seeing from the DeWalt impact drivers? Again, small fasteners, it is what it is. It's fine.
I think they're really good until you break them, man. I think that they're more delicate. I think they're really good, comparable, close to at least the Gen 3 impact, right? Because that's what we used to run them against. And then they kind of hit that point of no return where you done broke it. And it's just not going to perform the same. I think the average user out there probably has a pretty decent DeWalt. I think yours is just extra good and broke. No one can break them like we can because they're not trying to slam these lags in here that don't belong slamming in with no pilot holes.
It's true. I mean, once you see somebody drive a 5/8 by 12-inch lag with a drill, and it only takes the drill, what, 7 seconds?
Not even. I mean, I was running that 10-inch last night in like 2 with Flex.
What's up, Richard?
Yeah,
Hey, look
you
at this.
abused her.
Kansas Tools made it in. Glad to see
What's
you,
up,
buddy.
Kansas?
I do abuse these tools, but I abuse them so that you guys aren't spending money on tools that don't perform.
Yeah,
It's
this
a
is,
way
I
to help
mean,
you.
every video is a continuation of a stress test.
It's true.
DeWalt's won't last. They work great.
It's true.
If you're running small
Well,
fasteners, you might never heat yours up.
yes, that's true. But the problem is when, as I hear from people, they don't even take the drill to work with them. Fascinates me because that's basically all I've ever used. Shitty.
Goodish. Good. Congested.
Well, Sergey, again, I am using them on large fasteners so you guys can see the separation. And everybody says that that's a speed test. This is not about speed. It's about showing power, speed, and performance. All three are tested with a large fastener.
And reliability for that matter.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what have we seen? Multiple impact drivers break.
Mm-hmm.
3 DeWalts, 1 Metabo, 1 Flex.
Yeah.
0 Milwaukee's broke. 0 Rigids.
I broke a Milwaukee.
Let me see. What's that? You broke a Milwaukee? That's good.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, I'm not saying Milwaukee's the best. I don't give a shit about brand. That's more of your problem.
What would you rather have fail, right? Would you rather have the electronics that renders the tool useless? Because that's my experience with Milwaukee the most. Which is pretty much what happened with the last Milwaukee. Or would you rather have it like slow down and just be crappy?
To be honest with you,
the results both
I'd
the same, man. You're throwing away. Yeah.
I would rather have the tool break. That way I can go out. I did break the Flex too, yes. For large, don't use an impact anything. It's the same problem. Impact wrenches, impact drivers, they're all made for small, quick bursts of power, not sustained running. The physics, the science of what goes into these tools. Torque Test Channel never tests a tool for longer than 30 seconds.
Right.
And even they've complained about tools heating up in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Drill can run
We're here
longer
for you.
than 30 seconds. I just say an impact anything should not be used for long sustained power. It's not an effective use of the tool. It's a way to ruin the tool if that's your goal.
Joshua wants you to post the comment from 7:41 p.m. Don't post
his
it.
Comment.
Just read it in your head.
I think the only reason you post these videos is because you get paid by Milwaukee.
Oh, that's great.
Bastard. I'm just like I've shown it time and time again. You do not use impact drivers for these large fasteners. You shouldn't. And I say it repeatedly in video after video. This is beyond what you want to use an impact driver for.
Yeah. Which tool brand do you find more comfortable when using? Testing.
Metabo.
I was going to say the same thing, dude. That triple hammer is so smooth. The triple hammer, dude, it feels just like a hydraulic driver, but it's not. It's that smooth.
Yeah.
They're really nice. Ergonomics are great.
I have meat hooks. And even I think the Metabo is the most comfortable.
What do you think? Oh, this is a good one. Definitely impact.
Kevin. What do you think about large fasteners into concrete? Impact or drill?
I like the impact.
use the rotary hammer, then you use the drill.
I see you're gonna want to use the clutch and then play with it, and then like
I don't
you're gonna
need
be
to.
drilling it and it's going, and then it's gonna stop, and you're like, oh, let me adjust the clutch, the
You see
clutch
this?
again. I do
You
see
see
that,
this?
and then you're gonna adjust it like from like 17 to 19.
Dude,
I said that
this is
backwards.
my clutch.
Yeah,
You have seen me, you
yeah,
literally have seen me do a live stream where I ran like 15 fasteners and got them flush and let off without taking it out of drill mode.
yeah, but that wasn't concrete. I mean, you got those
It does,
aggressive
once you get
hexagons on the side of the tapcons.
once you get the depth right, you could just.
Nah,
It comes
little
with
bump, bump,
experience. I'm
bump, bump.
telling you now. I've done it
Mm-mm,
repeatedly.
mm-mm.
Telling you now.
The drill has too much power. It'll snap that tapcon right in half. You gotta baby it.
This is all
Depends on what
leading
it is.
busting out a rigid for us. No,
Depends on what it is, dude. I ain't got time to be setting with the freaking clutch on the drill. It's like you're gonna twist the clutch and go, and then we gotta go a little more, twist a little bit more, and get like one more inch down, and go, and like, I need a little bit more. And then what happens? You get it all the way to the very last clutch setting, and you snap the mofo in half.
I will
Bump it
say
with that
this.
impact.
I will say this. First of all, sir, you're just letting your incompetence show. Anyway,
Yeah.
I will say this.
Okay, go
If
ahead.
you ever hear me promoting Makita, that means they have taken my wife hostage. That's it.
That's funny.
I,
All
I
right.
won't do it for me, but no.
If I had to guess how many Tapcons I've ever driven, oh, dude, it'd be over 10,000. It'd be probably it'd be over 10,000 easily. I've driven more than 10,000 Tapcons.
Tim, I'm already a fan of Milwaukee, but that or DeWalt, but that doesn't mean that I can't tell the truth about them as well. I'm a fan of all tool brands but one.
Yeah, I was the
But
kind of
I
guy.
will say this: I hate every fangirl the same.
I was putting up octagon boxes on a pan deck, and I was the kind of guy, foreman jilling up. Hey, you only need one Tapcon.
Liam Neeson went through it. Oh my goodness. Well, what do you think? Have we provided enough evidence for the people tonight?
Yeah, you definitely showed that when you can break the DeWalt's pretty good.
They're not broken though.
They're at that
just
point of no return where they're never going to perform the same. Same thing happened to mine. I burnt my 840 up, and then we took it apart.
So let me get this straight. Just I want to make sure I understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
If another tool brand, regardless of tool brand, we've got 4 of them that can all outperform the DeWalt. If we have another tool brand that's gone through the same testing or more, that has not had a decrease in speed or power, then you would agree that that is a better tool brand for that particular style of tool.
Man, it's all about the battery for me. That the battery is what makes a platform. I'm willing to live with a little bit less performance and have a smaller battery and just enjoy using the tool that much more. I'll say that the best bang for your buck, if you're the kind of guy that can live with a bulky Ryobi and the battery's like, huge and doesn't make a difference to you, then yeah, dude, Milwaukee's the way to go. 100%. They're going to last forever. You're going to be stuck with the same damn tool for 10 years and you're going to save all the money. You buy once, cry once. But part of being able to make it in the field, dude, is the excitement of getting to buy the next new tool that comes out. Like that's the only way you're going to go 10 years in the field doing the same thing every day is the chance to go to the store and buy a new tool and then get to use it the next day. That's what got me through.
You kids. The worst part is I've actually made the video showing drill going into concrete, drill laughing. We're putting that fucking Tapcon in. Never had an issue.
Yeah.
Never had a problem.
He said, I think he said large concrete anchors though, like the big ones, like
I don't care.
the 3/8 Tapcons where you got to drill. What is that? A 5/16 inch hole?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't care.
Yeah, those.
Don't care.
You should get some.
What,
Get some 5,500 psi.
Yeah, welcome, Kevin. Well, Kevin, you've been here for a minute.
Yeah. What's up, Kevin?
Platform is everything. That's why DeWalt needs to unscrew their impacts. I don't want 3 to 4 battery platforms in my shop. You and I have talked about this.
Yeah.
I think we both agree. I don't think you should have one tool burn. I think you should buy the best that you can afford from as many different brands as you can, because they're always changing. The best of today won't be the best of tomorrow. Ask Makita. At once upon a time, a long, long time ago, they were the best. Now they're an afterthought.
Yeah.
DeWalt had their day. This is Milwaukee's day. Somebody else is going to come along, or one of the other brands is going to come up. Have as many, and I'm not saying go nuts like I have 50. Don't have 50.
No.
Right? But just pay attention, and when you see a tool come out in a different line that's better, that'll make you more money, that makes you more productive, switch, man. Just go get it. That way you're not beholden to just one.
Yeah.
Because if just one shits the bed, then you shit the bed with it.
Yeah. Tim King here. I've got 2 videos on that. My last video, I combined the 2 together to show you all the fixes for that. There's one that's like an ambient pressure sensor. So it knows what the outside pressure is. So it knows what the inside pressure should be. So it's measuring that difference. And that valve fails. And then the other one is that the hoses just leak. I bought one, had it for 2 weeks. Hoses started hissing. Took it back. Bought another one, and the same same spot. Hoses were hissing. We got hose clamps and pipe dope and fixed it.
Yeah.
Not fun, but the hose clamps fix it.
First of all, private, you should never put private next to the word ass. It's just a bad insert.
Private ass, man.
It's just a bad insertion. Somebody's gonna hyphenate the last part of it, and it's just not gonna be well. It's just not gonna turn out well. I'm just preview of coming attractions, but I try to keep my privates away from my ass. What is a truss drill? It's a joist drill, sir. The rigid Megamax with the right angle head.
Oh, yeah.
The flex volt joist drill. That's what they are. They're huge. They're powerful. They're incredible. No worries. Please talk about your videos. I'm torn between Bauer grinders and Milwaukee grinders, and Milwaukee doesn't even begin to hold a candle to the Bauer's budget junk. Imagine defending a company that sells products worse than Harbor Freight for 3 times more. You're going to have to define the word worse if you're going to say that, because I have Bauer, and Bauer is a disposable tool. Use it once, throw it away. You're not out anything.
Sells price worse. I've had some bad luck with Milwaukee, but I've also had overwhelmingly good experiences with the Milwaukee stuff. So if you want to take an average, Milwaukee's still winning by far.
Yeah.
Despite the couple of hiccups I've had.
Private ass man. You're the one that named yourself that. I can't help you if you want to put your privates in some man's ass. That's up to you, sir. We don't judge. We don't care. I mean, I would hope for it for the first time in your life. You do it someone outside of your family, though.
Damn.
Probably don't want to play this game with me, sir.
Oh, yeah. I try to play it all the time. There's no winning. You think you're winning, and then he comes off with something else.
Don't hate the Warrior E-Gun. No, Warrior E-Guns are. Look, some Harbor Freight stuff is good. Some Harbor Freight stuff is bad. Just kind of like with everything else. It depends on what you buy, where you buy it, how you buy it. Yeah, that's going to define it. For me, I look.
My brother.
My brother can put out, pal. Well, I'm glad he does, and I'm glad it works out for you two. Maybe you two will get married and you'll live happily ever after. It's not a sin somewhere.
Somewhere.
Just saying. He's trying. He's in there swinging.
He's in there.
Unfortunately, he's got a wiffle ball bat and he's playing hardball. Which is funny because he's normally playing with some guy's balls. And it makes him hard. I like some of this stuff. Like with any brand, it is just what it is. I don't think any brand is worth sticking the fork in the or your stake in the ground and going, I proclaim this the best. Who gives a shit? If it's the best brand for you, then it's the best brand for you.
We'll see you later, Kevin.
You're going to live happily ever after, unlike the two of us. Yeah, we have this thing called women in our lives.
Yeah.
You have to get your hand drunk.
Hardball. Hardballs are hard, buddy.
Yeah, they're like BBs. You can't even get it that small.
On that
which is funny because he was born that way.
The smaller tooth count is going to cut faster, I guess is what you'd say. Yeah. But you're going to have a smoother cut.
I think it's time since no need for women. Oh, you need women for happiness. I mean, unfortunately, doesn't sound like you do there, lady.
Nice.
We're lucky. All right, guys, with that, first things first, we're going to take Private Ash Man and we're going to make him incompetent Ash Man.
Going to demote him to I didn't serve in the military, man. I don't know what
we've
I don't know what the ranks are.
He's relegated back to the den of fools.
Medically unqualified, like the guy who circumcised you.
It's true. We're done. I think we've proven the point. DeWalt, as far as impact driver, I'm not even certain I'm going to buy the 860.
Dude, I think they make the best impact wrench.
I'll go with that. I'll agree with you there.
They make a good impact wrench. I was doing that live last night with the 12 volt. And yeah, it was slower, but it was also 12 volt. Like that thing puts out some serious power when you stop and think about it. It's a good wrench.
I like their impact wrenches. I have the 900. 900 does not perform in the cold, but it hasn't been cold here this year except for about a week and a half. So I can live with it. I think they make great impact wrenches. I think they make great drills. They make arguably the best oscillating multi-tool that you can buy. One of the best ratchets that's out there. Like, I love DeWalt. I think DeWalt's a great brand.
Yeah.
they just fail horribly when it comes to impact drivers.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I mean, what they got 3 in the last 2 years. That should be a sign that they know something's up.
Yes. Yes, Rodney. A desire to use 12-volt tools and subcompact, whatever the
Yes, sir.
difference is here.
Yes, sir. Me too.
Private man probably has a Makita inserted right now. 80 volts on high because his brother rejected him.
He's working for the Makita.
Yeah. So here we go. 2 things that we like to say to end the stream every time. The first, would you like to take it?
Yeah. For all you Makita guys out there, don't forget.
Blow them like you know them. The second thing, it's new and it's my favorite so far, and that is, how's it go? If you trim your bush, your deck will always look big. And without, we're out of here. We love you guys. We'll see you next Sunday. Tuesdays and Thursdays, or Tuesdays on Tools and Tactics channel, but he goes live almost every day. You want to say goodbye?
Manscape like your landscape, bitches.